Welcome, future masters. This problem has an unbelievable move that I really figured out at the very end of the video, so make sure you stick around. It's going to be well worth it. So enjoy these problems, and I'll see you in a minute. Greetings. Welcome, future masters. So look at my blue bar. This is what happens when you pound problems. You get better. Just that simple. You see this steady general increase. So let's do some more. Wow, what do we got? Check with this rook right off the bat. King e7, forced the only move. This guy's going to checkmate us if we get fancy. Queen g2. All right. King e7. We could play. Queen d8 check. King f7. Let's go differently. Let's go rook checks, king e7, queen e5. Forces his only move. Is either king d7 or king f7. For whatever value that is. It's not looking great either. Although, no, he could play king d7, queen f7. I mean, no, it's not possible. That's a good question, dude. I don't know. Well, then we have this check. Again, doesn't really get anywhere. Gets us back to where we were. Queen e5, king d7. We don't have anything. We have check, king e7. Queen here's no good. King f7. King d7. He got queen e7 if he wants it. Terrible. Well, we also have queen to e6 check. What a devastating move. Because queen e7, rook here is checkmate. So we've got this check. Bishop goes back. Again, check. He's got f7, king f7. Sorry, he doesn't have king f7. He doesn't have jack. That was pretty good. Ugh. Well, we might have a combo here of queen, rook takes rook, king takes rook, queen f8 check, forces either c7 or d7. Let's say king d7 for the heck of it. Well, knight f6 check, king c7 doesn't really do it for me. Well, he's threatening rook takes rook. So again, rook takes rook, whatever. King takes rook. Right, that check is really a queen f8 check doesn't do anything. We got queen d5, e5 check, and then queen takes knight. Goodbye. Super crunch. The threat we have here is queen takes f5 followed by knight fork. That's another threat that's coming. I felt slightly off, but I got him. Okay, here's an interesting idea. Whoa. Bishop checks. He's forced eventually to go h8. Rook takes, king takes, Queen H4. Smoking. Oh, that's really spectacular. When I say spectacular, I mean terrible. Now I don't have to sacrifice. I can just play. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're even. Now we're down a pawn. Doesn't matter. I play Queen E6. He's got to defend. Queen F8. So then I just play Queen takes E4, and I'm going to take this rook eventually. I'm sorry, sir. That's absolutely winning. What kind of garbage do you think is the right move? Why would I do that? That's stupid. Geez, that is terrible. This is how a 1500 player would play it. I'm like, no, sir. That's trash. What are we? We're a rook ahead. We're gonna get more. We get that for sure. Not bishop takes. Queen E6 forces queen to here. Queen takes free pawn. There's nothing he could do about it. And then we're going to play bishop takes rook at our convenience, which means we're going to give up this. We're going to win a rook anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, at our convenience, we'll take that. That's just winning. Because when we take it, we're going to take like rook takes h7, so they're crazy. Okay, I'm sorry, it's checkmate. So, okay, I was in disbelief that they play something so stupid. But they do this from time to time. What is this guy threatening? Oh, geez, he's threatening rook to g6 check. So we cannot even check this guy. So we have to do something like king g7, queen g7. You know, rook A to e8, something like that. Rook A to e8 is pretty good. Rook g6, king h7. I mean, I guess that's just winning. Yeah, it doesn't do much, does it? I just go here, and you're losing. Well, actually, that's winning too. Well, that doesn't win. Rook takes bishop, rook g6 check again. So if we go here, rook h6 is check. Here he's going to play rook g6 again. That's a double check. Well, man, that double check is nasty. So what if we play king to h7? He can play double check, which I don't like. Huh. King to h8 is rook takes h8. Or h6. Blam, blam. Oh, no, I can do that. I can play rook f7, rook g6. Rook g7 is not made. I got a queen guarding that. Don't I just take this? because he's gonna, his rook's getting hammered. Plays rook check, bishop takes. He's just a piece down. So this is some tremendous defensive maneuvering on my part, in case you're wondering. Okay. So, yeah, this is fairly obvious, right? Knight c6, threatening to take the bishop. So, oh no, I was like, he would just play bishop f6. Oh, and you lose, I guess go knight e7. So that's the whole point, is I'm threatening to play knight e7. If he goes on this diagonal of h4 to d8, knight e7 check blocks him from defending the square. If he goes on the other diagonal, I check him and then play a move, right? Wait a second, knight c6, he's going to go to here. Oh, I could check him and then play knight e6. He can't take it because I have just queen. Correct. Just check him. He can't take it. If he takes it, I queen. And then I guess easy win. If he doesn't take it, I play knight e6, and I'm still going to, well, I'm not going to queen, I'm going to block him. Crunch. That's the key. Realizing that you could play checks where his bishop can take and he can't take is how you win this. 2654, fairly easy. So, this problem was a rip-off. It basically has two wins. And they chose theirs because they like the pawn on f4 or whatever being taken instead of the h7 pawn. Whatever, dude. They do these nitpicking problems, and this one was one of them. So they have nitpicking problems like this where you win the game in real life, but they say it doesn't count because they want you to take this f pawn instead of this h pawn. You're going to take this f pawn anyway. Whatever, dude. So there's nothing you could do. This is one of the cheap shots that they have built in. So you have to know that these exist, and you're going to run into the problems like this from time to time. Bishop takes knight. I mean, rook. I mean, it's like, whatever, dude. He's got, defensive. I mean, I guess you could play queen to h4. But he's going to play queen takes pawn. So queen to h4, he's going to trade. I mean, it's okay. You're winning any way you cut it. But you're also winning with queen e6. Queen f8 is forced. There's no other move that's playable. Well, that's not true, I guess. He has technically knight e5. Okay, so that's why it's 2700. There's knight e5. I missed that one. Okay, so scratch what I said. This was legit. I didn't look at that he had knight to e5. And man, that will happen to you in a game, and you will lose going, dude, I had this guy beaten. So this is perhaps the most valuable lesson of all of these problems, is that he's got the knight e5 resource. But I thought queen f8 was the only move, and that was incorrect. So this happens in actual games. It's happened to me before. It's pretty rare, but this is super valuable. So this mistake actually makes this sequence of problems one of the best, because you see a really rare mistake explained. Fantastic. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like this video. It was pretty awesome, man. Let me know what you thought about that knight to e5 move. That's a killer move, isn't it? Subscribe, get more gold. I'll see you guys later.